Hello there, YouTube. This is Wheelchair21, and on today's rolling review, it is, well, a long-awaited review for myself. It is the DX Sengoku Driver from Kamen Rider Gaim. Yes, 2 years ago we were met with a fruit basket, and his name was Gaim. He is also accompanied by, well, his weird partner known as Baron. Now, for those who've seen Gaim, it's about a show, or I should say the show is about, well, dance teams for a short while. Then it becomes about fighting an invasion from these weird insectoid creatures. Then it's deciding who is the king between, well, Gaim and Baron in our last 3 episodes. Nevertheless, it was an interesting ride, written by the Urabuchi. And I say Urabuchi because, well, Urabuchi likes to, well, kill a lot of characters in his show, and that's what happened here. Now, the Sengoku Driver is very simple, as so is its box. Really interesting, shows it off real nice, and all the cool features it has when attached to said Lockseeds. You have Ryugen, you have the pineapple arms, you have orange, banana, you have the Muso saber and the holder. So pretty much it shows what came out in its first initial wave when released. Once removing the Sengoku Driver from box, you have quite a few, well, accessories, pieces, and parts to the dang thing. You have the belt straps, which are the generic belt straps since around Kamen Rider 5s. You have the face plates, which are, well, really never really explained how they're actually designed, how they actually work. It's supposedly based on that the Lockseeds were invented to have specific suits and color variants put into them per person, that somehow it can either read your aura or personality, made by Ryoma Sengoku, and it will make, the actual, well, faceplate and suit designed for you, yada yada yada. And you also have your Sengoku Driver, and you have your Lockseeds. First off, with the Lockseeds, they are mostly silver and black, with either, well, a few variants on how you can unlock your Lockseeds, as well as buttons on the back, which you can either activate with a pin, or you can actually activate when attached to your belt. On the bottom also features the on and off switch, which only deluxe Lockseeds feature, as well as most LED lights are contained to the actual deluxe versions. Some Gashapon and candy toys were made, but they're usually more expensive than others because they are chaser versions and variants. Now, when opening them up, you have the actual interior of like what a fruit would look like that it's based on, as well as a specific weapon per rider. The actual belt itself has a little sword or a small slicing knife to open up your fruit, to activate sounds. On the back is an on and off switch, so I'll turn it off and then turn it back on, just so you can hear the sound. It says Sengoku Driver, and when slashed, makes a simple slashing sound. Now, I'm going to start with Baron, because, well, he's the secondary rider, technically, and, well, he's not the first rider, so we saved the best for last. And now let's put in his faceplate, which should make its own sound, I believe, or at least it makes its own sound when activating. So I'm not that wrong. It's been a while since I've actually turned the actual belt on and need to put batteries in. In my original draft of the review, I completely forgot until the last minute to check if the belt needed batteries. I don't know why, but that was something I did stupid. Alright, so we're going to open her up, place her onto our freaking belt, lock her in, and henshin. Alright, and that's how you henshin into Kamen Rider Baron. Now, each Lockseed has 3 variants of sounds, called Squash, Olet, and Sparking, which were the finishers for the individual riders. The sounds are kind of delayed, especially on Banana Lockseed, compared to the Orange Lockseed. I don't know why. I don't even know why this is still in frame for the moment. My bad. My botch. Sorry. Yeah, we'll look at now each of the 3 variants, and then we'll go look at Orange. Now we move on to Gaim, which all we do is release our Lockseed. Pull it out. Release the faceplate, which is a button on the bottom here. Exchange said faceplate. And get ready to henshin. Henshin. Most faceplates have, well, either shared sounds between them or different sounds. Baron and Gaim are two of the most frequently used ones. I believe Ryugen and Bravo have their own, as well as a few others. Now, when I say I believe they have their own, I know they have their own. I just forget who shares what and who has different. I mean, it's been 2 years, guys, so expect me to forget. Anyways, let's go into the 3 individual attack sounds and wrap up this review. Now, to conclude with evaluation time, I gotta say, the Sengoku Driver is actually a pretty nifty device. I mean, it's very small, very compact, very different than most rider belts, very out there, looks very different, looks very kiddie, and, well, it leaves you to expect the show to be crap. I mean, it's very out there. I mean, it's a sword slicing a fruit, and then you become armored warriors. And it's just a mind-boggling concept when you think about how Toku is and what Toku does. So you're just sitting there going, this seems too modern-day Sentai with the kiddie crap, but then it's so dark as a show, and has so freaking awesome suits and characters, and you're like, the hell is going on here, bruh? That, I gotta say, I like the Sengoku Driver. I'm just kind of pissed it's hard to get some of the deluxe Lockseeds, even still as of today. Even during the show's airing, it was kind of hard to get some. Especially if they were sold separately, sold with weapons, or sold as premium web shop exclusives. That's something that kind of annoys me. But that's the thing that's happened. They've been sold exclusively, they've been sold separately, they've been sold with weapons. And it's not really good for the collector. It's good for Bandai, not good for us. But we deal with it, because that's just what they do. Honestly, if I could have it my way, I would have tried to get my hands on that special, I think, Toys R Us combo pack with Muso Saber and Sengoku Driver, where it gives you Ryugen's Lockseed, Zangetsu's Lockseed, Gaim's Lockseed, Baron's Lockseed, and, well, the main weapons for at least the beginning of the show, which is just the driver and sword. However, couldn't do that, couldn't muster, the money for it. But luckily, I have the driver, and I have the I have the Sengoku Driver, and I have the Genesis Driver, which I will be reviewing later, or at least in a couple of days. Nevertheless, I'm Wheelchair21. You can find me here on YouTube, or over at HeroTaco.com, and I'll see you next time.